Hey YouTube, this is the Canadian Fanatic with yet another deck profile. This is just going to be an update video of my Dark World deck because there have been a couple of changes. I'll get into them as I reach them, so I'm just going to go ahead and start. So, Dark World deck, triple Grapha, necessity, triple Snow, necessity, triple Brow, necessity. Next I run two Silva. Both these are going to get dropped, probably going to put in traps, or if I can get them, Tour Guides. Double Beige, absolute necessity, everyone should run them. One Fabled Raven. This thing leads into so many more combos than other discard cards. It's just the best in my opinion. So definitely run one of him. Trance Archfiend, because it's your only way of getting back banished monsters. Spirit Reaper, because, hey, it's Spirit Reaper. Cyber Valley for a little bit of draw power and extra annoyance for your opponent. And the Calculator, because this deck spans Graphas, and why wouldn't you use Calculator? Some monster lineup, kind of standard for me, not standard for other people. Seriously though, everyone should start using that. You don't even know how good it does. Moving on to spells, Triple Gates, absolute necessity. Double Dark World Dealings, because you need it. Card Destruction, because you need it. Double Dark World Lightning, because you need it. Drag Down, because you need it. Now for some personal techs, Gateway to Dark World, because when you first turn Ditch Grapha, you can bring it to the field, and your opponent has to deal with it. And you can do this during the battle phase, or you can chain if they happen to do something. It's really good, especially when you're going against a deck you know won't discard things. One Allure, because you have Trance, why not? Upstart Goblin, need to get a second. Heavy Storm and Monster Reborn. No Dark Hole, because what are you going to need Dark Hole for? You have Graph at 3000. As for traps, Dark Bribe, because protecting gates is so fun. Deck Devastation Virus, because Silvas and Graphas. Dark Deal, because when they Dark Hole or Monster Reborn or Heavy Storm, being able to just chain off that is very nice. 2 Mind Crush, and triple Reckless Greed. So basically the purpose of my variant of this is you use a bunch of cards that let you draw more, because draw more equals win more. Of course, Gates too. And then Brow. And Cyber Valley. That's pretty much it. Because draw more is win more. And this deck does a lot of drawing. First off, every Dark World deck gets the draws from Gates. Every Dark World deck gets the draws from Brows. Every Dark World deck gets the draws from Dark World Dealings and Drag Down. Card Destruction I'm going to cover a little bit more. The difference between my decks and other decks is I have more cards that let me draw. I have Cyber Valley, which during the battle phase, if they attack, banish and draw. Lure of Darkness for draw 2, Upstart Goblin for draw 1, and Reckless Greeds for up to draw 6 if I draw all of them. Now on top of that, most people will wait until they have about 4 or 5, or for that matter even 2 or 3 Dark Worlds in their hand before they use Card Destruction. I don't even necessarily do that. If I Reckless into Card Destruction, if I have about 8 or 9 cards in my hand, I'll just ditch them all. Chances are, no matter what I draw or no matter what I ditch, I'll have some sort of combo to get a great field. And the way this deck is set up, like most Dark World decks, it's not difficult to get 3 Grapha and a Calculator out. If you can do that, that's 16. There's 26 times 3. Yeah, times 3. 26 times 3, that's 8, carry 70. Yeah, 7,800 attack points on the Calculator. If they don't have Mirror Force, or if they don't have... Actually, yeah, if they don't have Mirror Force, or if they don't have some way to stop your attack, Sakuretsu, Dimensional Fissure, Magic Cylinder, hell, even Draining Shield, they don't have some way to stop it. Your Graphics are just going to run over whatever they have, and then you're going to attack directly pretty much for game. And, I mean, when you're drawing up to 4 or 5 cards a turn, and you just card destruction a hand away, draw into insert any 8 cards in this deck, you're going to end up with a field. Unless you draw nothing but all the traps. But if you draw nothing but traps, that means you probably had monsters in your hand, so you'll still have the field. So, yeah. That's Dark Worlds, at least my variant of it. I like the increased draw power a lot. And Calculator and Cyber Valley are way better than people give them credit for. And in fact, I'll probably be making a why do you know use video for Calculator. Possibly for Cyber Valley as well, but definitely for Calculator. Dark Worlds in the current meta kind of need Tour Guide, but at the same time, they kind of don't. Because the deck just relies on Grapha spam, and Tour Guides are only there if you need Leviair into something, or you can't Grapha spam. And if you can't Grapha spam whenever you have a Tour Guide, it means it's either turn 1 or you have a bad deck. So, that's basically Dark Worlds. Come September, I don't think they're going to get hit. If they get hit anywhere, it'll be limiting or semi-limiting Grapha or Snow or possibly hitting Drag Down. But I mean, in this deck I only run 1 Drag Down, so that's not going to hurt me very much. So yeah, that's the update for July... Oh, crap, what day is it? Is it like July 10th? July 11th. Shows what I know. But yeah, this has been the Canan Fanatic, signing off.